What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. But this video is entitled A Mother's Fear of Her Son's Red Pill Awareness. See, mom is supposed to be innocent. And I was having this issue in my own life where there are times where I can't communicate with my son because some of the things I tell my son makes him aware of shenanigans faster than his mother would like to know. Prime example. And I talk like this in theory. So there was a time my son was lying, trying to use people and manipulate people. And I get on the phone and I say, okay, you know those hero movies and cartoons you like? He's like, yeah. Like, who lies, the hero or the villain? It's like the villain. So who uses people, the hero or the villain? It's like, okay, the villain. So who manipulates, the hero or the villain? He's like, manipulate. So we had to run down what manipulate was. And he was like, okay, yeah, the villain does that. So I said, so right now, what are you acting like? And then he's like, the hero. And I'm like, really? And then he's like, I said, okay, so in your mind, you want to be the hero. What would the rest of the people see you as if you was doing these things? He's like, yeah, they're going to see me as the villain. The need to be right? But when I have these type of conversations, his mother gets like, no. and I use that as an example because the people in my family, the women I've dated and come across who are mothers, especially the boys, they don't want that light bulb to go off. A lot of them don't want that light bulb to go off in their son's head. Like, wait, that's you. And because it takes the veil off. What happens when, your mom teaches you to look at girls and young women and women a certain way, and you're looking at your mom like, but you don't exhibit any of these qualities, these angelic qualities that you're saying presides in these young ladies and these females, and also you start seeing they playing the same games, and then it's like, wait, if she's like this and you do the same things, that mean the veil comes off. Like, wait, she's lying just like you're lying. I'm supposed to ride with you because you're my mom, but she's supposed to be a liar. And most kids know right and wrong for the most part. But, when a son hits that awareness, he might just completely dismiss his mother. And some people think about the times where, they say, oh, he's acting out of pocket. I'm going to send you to your dad, or you need to be with your father now because it's too much. It's not just a testosterone thing as a teenager. It's also the logic of the two genders don't mix. So he tunes you out because you're not making sense. And what I mean by that is, I remember there was a time when, we was broke. And it was because your father ain't sending no money. And I'm like, you're a bad spender. It has nothing to do with money. You're a bad spender. You've been a bad spender. You will continue to be a bad spender. You are a bad spender. And it's like, nah. I'm like, oh yeah. So, and I've seen kids, teenagers and grown men And the kids grow to be grown men, and that awareness kicks in like, yeah, everything you taught me, Mom, is BS. Because I was watching you run these same games on Harold when I was a kid, telling me the opposite, saying that he was the bad guy. But the problem is, I'm getting the same games you gave Harold, and I ain't do nothing to these people. So, you know, sometimes I've seen people try to feminize their sons. And how can I say this? And feminize them to the point that they hope they like feel, act, and go through the same emotions as a woman, so they'll never actually get masculine enough to question the logic. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, because at a certain point, guys want to just be natural. You start realizing you're imitating a girl. Because like I knew a few guys who were effeminate, and you know, one of them felt some type of way that he realized that, you know, people didn't walk like he did. The guys didn't walk like he did. The guys didn't talk like he did. The guys weren't into the things that he was. And he started to be like, wait a minute. Okay, well, but realizing the girls are into those things. And it's like, it's cool because like he played it because he was effeminate, but he'd be like, hey, I can chill with the girls, y'all can't. Because he would be bagging some of them. But the fact that he was effeminate, it only went so far also. But coming to that realization that on the other side of the fence was, you know, we were going to act a certain way, and he knew it wasn't us, it was him. That's the part I forgot, the second part. Because when you're hanging around the fellas and you realize, you know, you're not some special kind of man, but when you hang around the women, you fit in just right. You realize as a person, like, wait, I act more like them than I do like them. Okay. So it is what it is. But the mindset normally doesn't connect. Because, you know, mom doesn't tell you the whole story. Mom tells you dad was in the streets. Mom don't tell you mom was in the streets. So guess what happens? You know, she did no wrong. You know, all of these old school stories of your mama was in the church, but your daddy was in them streets. Well, your daddy didn't meet your mama in the church. He met her in the streets, okay? So, you're going to have to get that granddad. Grandma was a nice church going. She take me to church every Sunday. That's not where granddad was going with on Sunday. He was having hot, steamy relations. And see, this the red pill awareness and the logic kicks in there like, you know what? No. You own one too. And, you know, sometimes, you know, when I was younger, girls will pull stunts. And they think I didn't see them coming. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? My mom been doing that. My cousins do that. My aunts do that. You know, I've seen it a million times. You're going to tell me it's something new. And in the beginning, I was fooled because I was in that young phase where, you know, the girls, when I was a teenager, the girls my age got to be as innocent as me. And they don't think like the adult women. It takes time, but I didn't realize, you know, that's what they've been teaching these little girls. So, but as I grew older, I'm like, oh, no, this is the culture. And as I realized more and more that it was the culture, I was aware to not believe everything I heard from the opposite sex, or to question what I heard from the opposite sex, or to just keep it in my mental bank, like, okay. And the more I did that, the more me and my mom actually would bump heads, because it was like she was losing more and more control. Like I can't, you know, every time she did something to kill the innocence of thinking women were angelic, the girls did it too, and you put two and two together, and you be like, "Ma, I can't respect. I don't respect them. I can't respect you because you doing the same thing that they doing. Y'all two different ages, but y'all doing the exact same thing, and the ethics of it is completely horrible." So now, you know, I lose more respect for them because I'm not related to them, but it'd chip away at the awareness for me as a son. But I've seen a lot of guys go through the same thing because mom fears that awareness, like, won't see me in a positive light anymore, because a lot of this stuff that red pill awareness brings is red pill rage right after. So you start getting mad because you question everything that happened prior, and you like, you always been foul. So, you know, it is what it is, but we out. Peace.